Hello, Mario! In this video, I'm going to take a further look at the design surface. The design surface is very important because from here on in, this is the surface that you are going to design all your infrastructure and that on. So it's very important that you have it correctly and you don't want to be going back and having to change it. So I've given it a real good scrutinize, and I'm now finding that I really need to just examine it, and I've found a few things that I want to change. Now the major thing that I want to change, and I'll go into the full screen mode now, is essentially this is the situation that I've got after I've been through. But when I look at my sections, in particular these ones here, I'm just going to look except here, and I'll probably zoom in. I've got it at 20. We can see that if we click back here and start from section 0, section 0 is fine because it matches the existing surface. Moving forward to section 5, you can see that you've got these little areas in here where I've got the fill coming down, and that's going to trap water in there that can't make it down to the road. So I'll just quickly flick through here, and you can see that it's becoming exaggerated. Once we get into this, that's back to 0 there. I've gone the wrong way. Going this way, increasing chainage. You can see that up here in the cut it's fine, but there we've got these little areas in here and here where potentially water can be trapped and will be ponding. So we want to fill those in with a line out here. It's not as bad as it looked, obviously, at 20, at no exaggeration, as you can see there. It'll just would cause some surface ponding and things. So I want to set that out at the earthworks. Now you might ask, why am I doing that at this point? And that is a very good question. I thought that I may be able to then go from here and create some earthworks situations starting at these points and joining back into here. But as is the case with a lot of design, and particularly when you're using modeling software, what I have done is I've talked to a few other people who have perhaps more experience in this particular area than I, and it's been brought to my attention that I would possibly be better to do this at the template with the roading template, and in particular using in 12D what's known as a modifier. So rather than doing the 1 and 10 fill down here, I'm going to go with a modifier that'll take a 1 to 100 slope out each side until it hits the existing ground tin. And so that's what I've decided I'm going to do. So there are ways of doing that, and in particular, the first way is to go to Design, MTF, Edit, and I'm going to edit Road 1, and I'm going to do a modifier on the left-hand side. So my templates, I've just kept my standard templates here, left side, just the templates, road typical going all the way through on the left-hand side. There, so I've just stuck with my 3 main templates, and what I'm going to do is do a modifier here on the left hand side, and this is the modifier little thing that comes up here, and I'm going to just double click here and type, and the type of modifier, I'm going to modify the final little bit. Okay, the final, and I'm going to go with a fill slope. Okay, and that's my modifier there, like so. Now, what I have to do is find out the link name that I want to change, and the link name that I want to change is CF. If you want to check out your links, you can go back to your design templates, project templates. These are my three: road typical, curb to boundary, and centerline only. If you go to road typical and go to the cut fill, you can see that my final link name is called CF, and for cut fill, and that is the one that I'm going to modify. So I'll finish there, finish there. So in here goes CF. Now, in terms of the string, the start mode is going to be from the start of the reference string, which is the reference string for the for this this particular MTF road 111. All right, and the end of the string is there. And now the slope that I'm going to go for, because it's a fill slope, but I actually want it to rise up, I'm going to give it a slope of -100. Okay, so that's a slight upward 1% slope, and the end slope's going to be the same. I'm just going to keep it like that. I don't need any extra at the start. I don't need any extra at the end. I'm going to have absolute values for my slope, and it's going to be accurate. And then I'm going to go apply. And that should fill it in there like that. And then I should just have to go to here and just go recalc. And okay. And that should recalculate my things there, but it hasn't. I'm just going to go apply here, okay, and then recalc, and that's done it awesomely. Okay, so just to recap on that, I had to go apply there, and recalc, and now I'll just save and finish there. Save and finish. Warning, you're about to exit. You want save and exit. Save. I'm going to save. Okay, so that should have that all saved there, so that when we go, I just want to check this because I've been having a few issues with it. Design, MTF, edit file, road 111. Where did that go? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I clicked on the wrong one there. Design, MTF, it should be edit, road 111, not edit the file. And then we'll go modifiers, left side, and there it all is there, nicely done like that. So all nice and saved. I just wanted to check that. So okay, and save and finish. Save, yes. Now what I want to do here is just check here like so, and I'm going to check that like that, accept. And now you can see on the left hand side, so we'll just go through here like this. Oops, back to 0 I wanted to go, so there's 0 matching. And now we can see on the left hand side as we move through that the water is going to go steadily down into the road like so, and that's pretty much solved that problem. Here we're getting into a little bit of a cut area here, as we can see over here. We can move down that line there, so things are all good there, and we'll keep moving. 60, 65, and so on, and so on, and so on, like that. So I think, particularly for the left-hand side, that's a slightly better situation there. And we've got all our water now. Oops, I've got back to 20. I don't know what I wanted. 60, 70. This is better. Coming through, and you can see now that the water on the left hand side will all flow as we go through the intersection here, and our left hand side is all looking pretty good. So I'm going to leave that as the left hand side, and that's my left hand side sorted out. So I yep, pretty happy with the left hand side. And what I'm going to do, I think I'll finish this video here now, just with the left hand side. What I'm going to do is I'll go and do a little prep for my right hand side and show you what I come up with there. My understanding is that this sort of thing, no problem with the left hand side, but once we start to come into these curb returns and things, there may be some issues there that have to be resolved with regards to that, and that could result in, rather than using the automatic situation that we used previously, rather than using that, we may have to manually sort out the curb returns, but we'll see how that goes. Certainly the alternative solution that I was looking at, I tried a number of ways of doing that, and it was quite onerous. So this is certainly an easier way of achieving that end. So cheers! See you!